The question for this episode is, what is the purpose of design file here? Now the purpose for this design file is, whenever we have an attribute and if you want the functional user or the end user who's using Salesforce to be in a position to assign values to these attributes generically or during runtime, that is when we would need design file. Let me give you a quick demo. Now we have an attribute called message and I want the end user to assign values or push values to this attribute called message generically during runtime. So I'm going to go ahead and expose this attribute. Now, how do I do it? For that, let me go back to design. And here I'm going to say design attribute. Name is going to be one attribute. Label is going to be another attribute. Description is going to be another attribute. And the name here should match the name of the attribute that we have specified here or the attribute that we are looking at exposing, which in our case is going to be message. Label is going to be something like this, and description is going to look something like this. I'm going to save it. Back in the org, I'll try to search for the component. I'm going to drop it here. If you notice it, this is the label. Now, whatever value that user provides or the functional user provides in this input text box will be pushed to this attribute here. And this happens generically or during runtime. In fact, let me also try to dump the value of this attribute here. So this is going to be v dot message, save it. This is the message that I'm trying to push to the attribute called message during runtime. And then I'm going to click on save. Let me go one step back. So the functional user is going to navigate back to app builder and he is going to give an input, and that input will be pushed to the attribute called message, and that is what we'll see here. Now you might be wondering what exactly is the purpose of this, or why would functional user try to provide a value or push some values to attribute. Let me give you an example. Let us say a bank is using Salesforce. Now the functional user is expected to provide the EMI calculations of a loan at 7% and 9%. Now what happens is, when the customer gets in touch with the functional user or the customer support executive, he's going to go back to app builder. Now a field called interest percentage will be exposed and the functional user will try to give 7% here and he'll try to click on save. Now based on this 7% that is provided by the functional user, all the interest calculations will be calculated and the EMI values will be shown back to the functional user back in the record page. Now by looking at that data, the customer care executive will provide the appropriate information to the actual customer. Now on the call, if the customer asks the agent how are the EMI calculations going to look like, if it is for 9%, then once again he'll go back to app builder and then he'll try to push new values there, something on the lines of 9% or 10% or 11%. Based on that, the calculations will be done and the customer care executive will try to give that information back to the customer. Now that is the purpose of this design file here, which is nothing but we can expose the attributes to the functional users such that they can push values or data into these attributes. That's all for this episode. See you in the next one.